take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this.
Dynamic duo. Dynamic
동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어 넘어질 때마다 일었어 다시 고쳤었지 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축 자만 나탐 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝 난 갈아탔지만 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리록 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지 비극 지극 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 보이는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 찐땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도모 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 핵인 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind
사실 조금 때 같아 곧 내 같아 곧 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 데 같아 질리게 겪어도 사랑 때문에 애 같아 이럴 때 보면 나도 아직 애 같아
살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 정수리는 넓어지고 평소가 작아지는 마음 속에 피어나줬으면 해 한 송이의 평화 진흙탕 속의 연화 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 pizza
Change, it's the same old thing. And the game won't change, it's the same old thing. Just the same old. Just the same old. Just the same old thing.
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Then a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We can drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car. Say the is out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town, yeah, I've been that. You know I click clack, where you and your men's at? Through the Smurf, through the WAP baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme. Playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, Playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? With them. This ain't rapping, this is street hop. Now get up off your like your seat's hot. My life lit up. Trunk of the car, we got the street. Don't start none, won't be none. No reason for your mans to. Not drink down in this cup. That's the way you get timber.
NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless.
You have to bring your A game.
came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them, they stopped responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. The day is finally here. These teams have been battling it out for 16 weeks in order to qualify for today's tournament. Welcome to the Road to the Finals.
It's a war, and we're going to play our hearts out. If whoever brings it home, it's bragging rights.
We actually played a couple teams that were in the tournament, and we beat them by 20-something points.
We the best because we're #1 on Xbox. We score the most points per game, and we #1. I really don't know what to say.
Those guys are coming in a little confident, and team ball always beats superstar play.
Names aren't known on 2K by a lot of other players who are supposedly, top shelf big players, as they call it. So we're going to have an underdog advantage, sneak in there, hit them once real quick and hard and get out of there.
We are the best team in the tournament, and even if we don't know everything about all the other teams, we feel like we can adapt better than every other team in game.
We're on our A game, then we definitely have a great shot.
I'm looking forward to getting past the first, second, third, fourth round.
If we just play our game, I don't really think we have any weaknesses.
I think we're ready.
HG all the way, baby.
I'm telling you, we're gonna shock the world.
Let's just get this 250K, bro.
Keep watching. It's going to be a big show.
There's been a ton of smack talk leading up to the big day, and now it's finally time to see which 2 teams will make it to the finals on June 1st. One team from Xbox One and one team from PS4 will meet and battle for that $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals. You guys, this is high stakes. The tournament is single elimination, and the entire world is watching on 2K Streamcast. There's a lot of pressure for these 32 teams.
There's obviously a lot of pressure.
We never played at this high stakes.
I'm at work like a zombie because I stayed up practicing on 2K all night.
So I was trying to study with finals coming up the next week, plus be able to practice. It was a couple days with not much sleep.
We're gonna just try to focus on the task at hand, and that's to win that game.
It's relentless. Just staying up, trying to come up with plays.
We get a little jack crazy sometime,
We've been practicing every night. It's going to be worth it if we win.
It's going to be the closest to a celebrity that I'm going to be.
You have to bring your A game that day, because if you don't, you're out.
I just hope none of us catches a performance anxiety just knowing that we have all those eyes on us.
Now I'm here with Scott OG in the war room.
The initial games are going off great. They're super tight. So this is awesome for the tournament. It's awesome for everybody here. Again, it's accumulation of all the work that's gone into this year with this amazing development team. So it's exciting.
And I know that they're watching each game pretty closely, making sure it's fair. Is there anything that they're really looking out for?
Multiple things, but like you said, just pretty much fair play across the board. These teams have been gunning all year, from guys who got in from, game day 1 to game day 16. Try not to root for one particular team, but I look at the numbers, and Notorious for Winning screams, to be there in the final. They play against the original Dragon Kings in the 8-9 matchup, which I think is the best matchup of the tournament. The Notorious for Winning crew has been playing together since 2K8. That's something to, take note. And the Dragon Kings are top 5 in all of the big 7 categories, steals, blocks, points per game, all that, etc.
We have a lot more games to go.
Yeah.
So yeah,
all right.
Let's have some fun. The first game of the tournament set the bar high for these 32 elite teams.
My mom was really uptight with me, and she despised me sitting here 12 hours straight playing week in, week out. And my girlfriend also gives me a hard time about it because I have to give her time too.
Throwdown's Ball Up dropped his own highlight reel, throwing down 27 points on NYC Elite, our first qualified team.
This was our best pickup by far, probably the best point guard I've ever played with.
Only missing 3 shots for the entire game, there was nothing the defense could do to stop him. Throwdown took this one 66-43.
You guys have any plans looking forward, or you sticking with?
I mean, yeah, we're watching the game right now to figure out what we want to do for the next game, who we want to really attack, and how we want to run our offense and everything.
Lockup hung in with GFG until the third, when GFG found their groove and started knocking down shots. Some nasty threes by GFG near the end sent Lockup home early with a 14-point loss. Team Views battled to gain some control this game, but it was a tough ride. Kenny and H-Towns from Lookin' At 'Em swatted 5 of the Views shots and took the double-digit victory. 2 Raw vs. the World came into this tournament focused and aggressive, which proved too much to handle for the number 4 Xbox One seed, Return of the Wave. A 20-point lead going into the 4th sealed this game, along with 30 from team owner Hall of Fame Jay.
To kick off the PS4 tournament, Default Settings got a brand new branding for the tournament, but unfortunately kept some bad habits. They had the most turnovers of all teams in the tournament during the qualification round, and 9 more took them out in the first round. The number 1 seed, No Limit, moves on, 64-56.
Hello?
Hi, it's Rachel from 2K TV.
Oh, hey.
Congrats on your last win.
Thank you.
How are you guys feeling right now?
We feel good. We think we can win it. We really happy.
What do you think is going to be the key to continue on?
Defense. And that's how we been playing from the beginning. We feel like defense is the way to win.
You guys are playing like a 1 seed. You guys are dominating out there.
Okay, thank y'all.
The statistical powerhouse notorious for winning matched up with the original Dragon Kings.
We looked at some of their gameplays that they posted on YouTube. We've checked out a few of the heavy hitters, I guess you would say, and trying to figure out what their schemes are, if they have anything planned, if they run any plays or anything like that.
This highly anticipated matchup in the first round was dominated and backed Notorious for Winning's hype going into the tournament as they move on. Notorious for Winning 59, Dragon Kings 46. Then the first team to qualify for the PS4 bracket, the Druckerbockers. The Cinderella story traveled to HG's welcoming home court. Taking over with the highlights, a 4-point win was all Mr. Styles and his team needed to get into the next round. The commission had the last say and always opens time in the tournament. Holding off a late rally in the 4th, the commission closed them out in this battle of a first-round matchup.
Back on the Xbox side, we were greeted by the Ronnies, whose touching tribute was not enough to get them out of the first round. With the Jays knocking down 10 threes and the Ronnies committing 15 turnovers, this 31-point blowout was the largest in the first round. Next, the Late Night Crew legends traveled to Swish Basketball's home court.
When the tournament first came about, we were about 20 players deep. It was like a big old soap opera, I would say. Like it was constant movement of players and figuring out what's going to give us all the best opportunity. If we meet up, it's war, and we're going to play our hearts out.
The Legends led at half, but Swish Basketball's Damaris was on fire in the second. He dropped 32 points in this comeback win, taking one of the 2 Late Night Crew teams. Nearing the end of the Xbox One Round 1 games, we got our first overtime game of the tournament between Duck Duck Goose and Witness Gaming.
Our strength is efficiency. We're very efficient on the court. We don't miss a lot of shots. We do not take bad shots. That's a big deal on our team. If you take a bad shot,
and
he's
then
a
we
little
have
guy.
our leader, which is Breeze TW, like basically like our court general. He makes us all better. So yeah, he's like basically the main leader of the team.
Breeze TW backed down Duck Duck in multiple isolations to put up 35 and snag the first round win.
It's Rachel from 2KTV.
I'm all right, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you feeling? That was an awesome win.
Yeah, it was pretty intense right there, yeah.
Going into OT in your first tournament game, were you guys expecting that?
We weren't actually, but our defense wasn't what it's supposed to be. We gave too many threes. A lot of people haven't seen what we're still capable of.
Oh man, I guess that we're gonna see it, right? Hopefully in the next couple rounds.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, congrats again on the win, and we'll be keeping up with you the rest of the way.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day as well. Thank you.
To finish the first round, we saw the second late night crew team in action. With high hopes to advance to the next round, they unfortunately recorded 10 turnovers, which was too much when up against these elite teams. Good Life's Hood Thoughts put up a double-double, leading his team to the next round.
Unfortunately, we didn't get as smooth of a conclusion for the PS4's first round.
15 passed. Score it 1-0 for the other team and advance them. Shoot first. They stopped responding to our messages to them and did not attempt to search in the amount of time we gave them. So we had to move on.
The number 2 seed, Atlantis Streak, advanced by disqualification. Back to the court, Top Notch took the side of the world in this matchup, increasing a 4-point halftime lead to a decisive 14-point win, thanks to Trust Slick, who notched a 30 spot in the points column. Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc that brought them to the tourney. Tough break. Top Notch 64, Us vs. the World 50. Power Outage dealt with an NBS surge that knocked them out of the tourney early.
We have a special chemistry as a team, you know. Yeah, team ball. It's all about team ball.
7 we trust didn't help, as his 24 points couldn't make up the deficit that him and his other backcourt mates had on the glass. And finally, more drama unfortunately wrapped up the PS4's first round, as our first Legend 5 in My Park's team was nowhere to be found.
We started hearing rumors yesterday that they may not be competing in this match, and then we got confirmation from the owner that, yeah, they were having some issues between teammates and that they may not show up today. So it seems like a lot of wasted time on their part. But, yep, Bad Boys will go through with a score of 1-0. And then they'll end up moving on to round 2.
The 11th seed Bad Boys move on by disqualification.
All right, Scott, it's the end of round 1. A long round, a lot of games.
A lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement.
Yes.
They've been a lot closer than I think any of us really expected.
Yeah, all of us, at least here, who have been filling out our own brackets, have been on mostly the losing side. Teams have really changed their entire style of play. Got a lot of upsets. Looking at them in the Xbox division was a favorite amongst a lot of us. And they had a point differential of 71, and then they just got upset.
And we had one game that went into overtime.
Oh my goodness.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And some of these teams as well are starting to scout their next round.
Yes.
Like, I was on the phone with a player, and he's like, I could tell he was distracted. He's like, sorry, I'm just like, I'm scouting for our next game. And you could just tell how focused they really are.
Absolutely.
What are you most looking forward to in the second round and beyond?
Of course, I've said their name countless times. Notorious for winning right now is playing against the number 1 seed, No Limit. And then after that, it's really this upset of 2 Raw versus the World. If you're going, with the bracket, they upset the 4 seed. They scored a second high in the tournament of 73 points in the first round.
Late Night Crew, who qualified 3 teams, forfeited 1. They had 2 teams in the tournament, and now 2 teams gone after round 1.
Who would have thought, right? So I thought at least they would have 1, maybe 2 get into the Final Four. Will they be back next year? That's the big thing, is how many of these guys are going to say, screw it, and they're going to be done, or they're going to try to get better.
Revenge is sweet.
Oh, man, that's it.
3, 2,
In the second round for Xbox One, 2 powerhouse teams in GFG and Throwdown took the court.
Oh man, this will help me go through college. It's a big thing I want to do, is be the first in my family to go and start college and finish it out.
Throwdown was off to a good start, and this game was tight through the third quarter, but GFG took a slight lead going into the fourth and blocked any attempts to narrow the gap thanks to strong play from Drake Griffin. When 2Raw vs. the World faced Looking At 'Em, it was a battle of the 3-ball. But there was only one team knocking down shots from deep in this game, and it was 2Raw. Missing 12 3-pointers isn't going to get it done when you're facing elite teams in this Road to the Finals elimination tournament.
Kicking off round 2 for the PS4, the top-seeded No Limit took on the paper favorites notorious for winning. The ball is mightier than the pen. Putting up big numbers only helps if you can do it when it matters. And letting No Limit shoot nearly 70% from the field showed Notorious for winning their own limit. The second round. The number 1 seed No Limit advances 73-53. In our 12-4 matchup, the Druckerbockers found themselves in trouble in the second half, down 9 and needing to fight back against the commission. They fought back and tied the game with 3 minutes left in the fourth. This comeback battle unfortunately came down to the refs, where a flagrant foul with 40 seconds left to go swings a tie to an insurmountable 4-point lead for the Druckerbockers. That ended up being the big difference. The 12-seed Druckerbockers advanced 58-54.
The competition was getting heated, and I had to drop in on our live stream team to get their take on all the action.
You can tell no one's running many plays.
Yeah.
Like, it's really just spread, drive, kick, motion, basketball.
They're running into teams that are equal to what they're able to do, or if not better.
Yeah.
This was always the goal, to get the gameplay to a point where it's competitive and it's you have the ability to compete on this level. I think it's a super important thing for the game.
I think the teams that are most adaptable are going to do the best. Consistency is key in single elimination tournaments, and this time around Witness Gaming just couldn't adjust in time. When their standout player Breeze only dropped 10 on 30% shooting, the Good Life took advantage and ultimately the win. The Jays may have blown out their competition in the first round, but Swish Basketball was not intimidated. Forcing 11 turnovers and bad shot selection, Swish Basketball walked away from this game without a scratch. Damaris once again had a great game, putting up 23 points.
We really don't care for other teams, so we mind our own business, and nobody knows what to expect from us.
We had MBS taking on the Bad Boys. Dwayne McHale dropped 32 for the Bad Boys, and as a team, they took less but smart shots. They went with quality over quantity, clearly passing up a good shot for a great shot. And this showed on the scoreboard with them shooting an astounding 70% from the field. The Bad Boys move on, 76-61. In the last second round matchup for the PS4, coming off the first round bye, Atlantis Streak ran smack into Top Notch. Keeping a 10-point lead throughout the game, Top Notch showed composure taking this W. Their dominance on the glass and on the defensive end helped them advance 57-45.
Round 2 is finished. And we have 8 teams left.
Yep.
Let's start on the PS4 side.
Let's do it. No Limit took out Notorious for winning, and they clearly look like a contender to be in the final.
Number 1 seed still going, and they are going against the Druckerbockers.
They are really the Cinderella story so far of this whole tournament. They were a 12 seed. They took out HG, who had a point differential of 68.5, which was alarming. And then they win on the controversial flagrant foul.
Moving along to the Bad Boys.
That lower end of the bracket, not as strong as of right now, but we'll see.
And then we have Top Notch.
Solid as well.
Best teams are moving forward. Now
Yes.
moving on to the Xbox bracket. GFG versus 2Raw.
The biggest thing for GFG is that defensively they're the best team in this tournament.
And 2Raw has just been scoring.
Yeah, 2Raw has been scoring. They won their last game by 23. Another upset, and I don't think people had them going very far either. So, very interesting.
All right, and now we have Good Life versus Swish, which is really cool.
That's going to be a great matchup. This is a strong side of the bracket for sure.
It's getting down to the nitty-gritty. Round 3, 8 teams will go to 4.
Oof.
If we do win, I'd look forward to the NBA Finals. That'll be a hell of a time.
We gonna do it together. Whatever we do with the money, we gonna do it all together as a team.
The winnings, a well-earned vacation with my family. My wife and my kids. I'm gonna take them somewhere nice.
Two-Raw vs. the World had great momentum going into this round 3 matchup. They were the only team to score over 70 in both of their first round games, but they had yet to go up against a defense like GFG's.
We have a lot of emotion. We want to win every game. Just try to stay together at all times.
This game was a struggle for Two-Raw. They not only gave up 16 turnovers, but also had no way to stop the kinds of shots GFG was draining. This blowout victory, backed by 23 points from Yeah I Compete and 22 from Thai ESGN, takes GFG to the Xbox One final.
How are you doing after those first 2 wins?
Oh man, we're doing okay. We're scouting out the next game, so
You guys don't have too much longer before you play. Do you see your strategy changing at all?
we normally run like a 4-out, 1-in. We might go 5-out just because they play a 2-3 zone, or maybe put someone at the free throw line just to spread the zone.
You've actually been the highest scoring team of the tournament so far. How does that feel?
Wow. Feels good. I didn't know that.
What do you think is going to be the key for you guys, to make it all the way to the finals?
Definitely defense. Defense is the key. Defense wins championships, and that's what it's going to come down to.
You have Team Swish next. Is there anything about their style of play that you might be a little worried about?
Yeah, we played with them. I played with Damaris. I played with pretty much everyone on the roster, so we know each other.
Oh man, it's a friendly rivalry happening, but probably not friends once 2:45 rolls around.
No.
Good luck. Hopefully talk to you guys later.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
To find out who would meet GFG in the Xbox One final, we saw Good Life take on Swish Basketball.
We play a fast-paced, crash the boards type of style of play, and we rotate the ball. We play more of a Spurs type of offense.
His squad looked pretty good, so they're going to be a tough game.
Defense just might win this tournament for Good Life, as this 7-block and 8-steal performance prevented Swish Basketball from scoring like they're used to. Damaris still managed 17 points in the loss, but Good Life's Fresh Prince JT dropped 28 in the win. They are now just 1 game away from a chance at winning it all.
In our first PS4 semifinal, No Limit broke free and took a 7-point lead in the second quarter. The Druckerbockers took the comeback role once again, but No Limit's losses unacceptable motto kept their lead. The Druckerbockers earned every point to get back into the game, and with the game tied at 56, with only 3 seconds left, the Druckerbockers finally took the lead. No Limit managed to get a decent look for a buzzer beater for the tie, but luck was not on their side. It just didn't drop, and they could not close out the Druckerbockers as they moved on to the PS4 final. Druckerbockers 58, No Limit 56. In the other PlayStation semifinal, the Bad Boys took to Top Notch's court.
We play really well. We play a lot of help defense. We focus on a lot of things. A lot of little things too.
Going back and forth, both teams took smart shots and were relentless at each other. Trust Slick dropped 30 for Top Notch, but the Bad Boys stuck with them. Staying neck and neck through the first 3 quarters, Top Notch made their run in the fourth, going up 12 in the final 2 minutes to seal the game. They held on to that lead as they moved on to the PlayStation Championship to take on the Druckerbockers. The 7th seed Top Notch comes out on top, 68-55.
You guys had a little bit of like a comeback story.
Yeah.
And what about Top Notch? Have you guys been scouting them at all?
Yeah, we played them a couple times.
Do you have any new strategies going into this game?
No, same thing. Just play defense, score.
All right. Well, you sound pretty focused. Thank you for your time, and good luck.
Okay, thank you.
In the first of our final games of the Road to the Finals tournament, we have Good Life taking on GFG for the Xbox One Bracket Championship. Every possession was crucial in this championship game, and these evenly matched teams were well aware of the stakes. Good Life held on to a slight lead for most of regulation, entering the fourth quarter up 5 against GFG.
Woo! Barn burner.
Drake Griffin hit some key shots for GFG, which kept his team in the running. And when it came time for a clutch play at the end of the fourth, not one player stepped up to be the superstar that their team needed. Sloppy turnovers and quick timeouts killed both teams' momentum as we went into overtime. GFG took the quick advantage in overtime, nabbing a second chance offensive board and taking the early lead. Followed by a swatted dunk attempt, GFG kept Good Life from tying it up.
They're up by 2 points right now, 2 minutes to go. So we'll see who wins this one. It's going to be close.
Down 3, Good Life had 15 seconds to extend the game, but no one wanted to take that shot. And a late timeout with 1.6 left on the clock gave Good Life a contested 3 as their best option. And with that, Team GFG is your Xbox winners and move on to the June 1st final.
GFG, congratulations on making it to the finals.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Your game was incredible. What was going through your head?
Obviously, a lot of pressure, but we focus on trying to figure out what the other team is doing and focus on our defense. So we try to adjust and adapt to whatever we need to do. They made us change our defense a little bit. We had to get adjusted, and we adjusted towards the fourth quarter, and then we were able to pull it out.
That's awesome. The next time that we see you guys is going to be in LA on June 1st, competing for that $250,000 prize and a trip to the NBA Finals. You guys a little nervous about that?
No, we're not nervous at all. You know, at the end of the day, we've been playing 2K for years, and we trust each other. We got chemistry, you know, so me knowing these guys in real life, we believe in each other.
Can I have a virtual high five from you guys?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, good luck in the finals. Thank you for coming on and chatting with us, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you in person.
All right, Rachel. See you soon.
In the final game of the Road to the Finals tournament, we had the 12 seed, the Cinderella Story Druckerbockers, taking on the 7th seed, Top Notch. This winner will go on to face GFG in the Road to the Finals championship on June 1st. The Druckerbockers set the tone early with an immediate transition 3. But a reverse dunk and a smart play from Top Notch kept this game close in the first. Going into the second, the Druckerbockers found themselves in uncharted territory, holding a lead against their competition.
Just watching these guys and how patient the Druckerbockers are in particular, it's crazy. Just they're passing up so many what seem like open looks for better looks.
Maybe better suited for the comeback role, Top Notch came back and held a 2-point lead going into the final quarter of the Road to the Finals tournament.
There you go, nice.
The question is could they hold on?
Here with another final, the Druckerbockers versus Top Notch, and another one down to the wire. I can't believe that both finals games are turning out like this, and it's pretty amazing to watch.
And with 30 seconds left to go, the Druckerbockers managed to get a clutch strip and an easy dunk to take the 4-point lead. After a confused and empty possession for Top Notch, the Druckerbockers find themselves traveling to LA to take on GFG in the Road to the Finals championship. The Cinderella story continues. The 12th-seeded Druckerbockers advance 62-56.
So what up, 2K fans? It's your boy Shake. We just saw the best 2K Pro-Am team showcase what they have in the Road to the Finals tournament. And there were plenty of highlights all day. Let's take a look at 4 of the best. First up is Swish Basketball's Talent L getting the steal and dropping the cradle dunk in one fluid motion. Next is DJ Mikey Valid from No Limit, snatching the ball with authority. No easy dunks here. Back to offense with the commission. 1 through 5 drives the lane and slams all over the Druckerbockers. And finally, we have Flawless TW from Witness Gaming, throwing the game-winning buzzer beater back and sending the game to overtime. So vote now for your top play of the Road to the Finals tournament. And remember to share your own top plays on social media with hashtag 2KTVWow. This was Shakedown 2012 from 2KTV. We'll holla at you dudes later.
All right, guys, we are post Road to the Finals elimination tournament. I'm joined by Scott OG and Chris Manning. This tournament was crazy, but we couldn't have asked for anything better in these last two games.
Honestly, what we just saw there was two of the best games in the entire tournament coming down to the wire. Yeah. Unbelievable.
I mean, not only were they good games, but they were quality basketball that was being played. You know, literally from like winning tips-esque. Like it was like proper formations, appropriate passes, right cuts, rebounding, playing good defense. We saw it all.
I think just that knowing what's on the line, $250,000, a trip to the NBA Finals, there's a lot of pressure there. So I think you saw some of those teams handle the pressure better than others.
These teams earned it. They are the best 2Kers in the world. And I guess we're going to get to see, you know, who's the best on June 1st.
Druckerbockers versus GFG.
Man.
Two very aggressive, straightforward, focused teams. And I think that when it came down to it in those close games, it came down to shot selection.
Great point. Came down to shot selection and how they got those shots. And the fact that you have the Druckerbockers who are playing that traditional three around two. And then you have GFG who went unconventional 5 out.
Yeah. The defensive rotations on this level of basketball was so good that they were taking away the second and third pass, not the first pass, but like they were already rotating before these plays were even happening, before these passes were even happening.
Absolutely.
Scott.
And you got the team like a Druckerbockers who tries to keep the ball in front of them, plays man D, where we saw with GFG, they're really, like you've mentioned, teams that adapt. They are scrambling around 2-3, man, back to 2-3. So the guards of the Druckerbockers are going to have to play better. They're going to have to play better to win the final.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be intense. Is that going to be more nerve-wracking? Now you have cameras actually in your face, not just me calling you.
Yep, and that's the thing, right? Not only is it $250,000 a trip to the NBA Finals, but you got the entire world focused in on you because you two teams are the best teams in the world. The Xbox One, the PS4. Now you're going to clash on June 1st. There's going to be a lot of nerves up in there, and you know what? You might yell at your guy over a microphone, you know, hey man, don't make that pass again, or I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to ice you out. In person, it might be a different dynamic. You know, you're not going to be talking that much trash, or, you know, when you're face to face.
And you're out of your element. Now you're on an equal playing field, essentially. Are you playing on a 50-inch television? Are you playing on a 75?
Have any early predictions?
Break it down, Mr. Analysis.
I'm going to go with GFG. GFG has 4 legitimate scorers. They have one big that is, God, he reminds me of Aldridge, at least the way they put his accessories together. He's tough, and they have him as a rover, and they have literally 3 guards that get out and get in the passing lanes. And again, we'll go into the final with the GFG being the best defensive team in this tournament.
I think that's a great point, but I'm going to go with the Druckerbockers because if you want to slow the game down and you want to do that, you do that controlling the glass. So the 2 bigs for the Druckerbockers have been dominant throughout this entire tournament. I think that will be a big advantage going against a smaller team. If you slow them down, you control the glass, you control the rebounds, you take away second chance opportunities, take away those long shots, get out and running. Also want to take this opportunity to say, don't take anything away from the teams that lost in this tournament. All these teams really coming through and just competing.
We have the 2 best teams in the world going against each other. That's what it's going to come down to. But for today, we couldn't have asked for anything better.
And now here we are, June 1st, the finals, the championship game. $250,000.
You know what you can do with $250,000, Chris?
Sweaty palms, man.
That's right, guys. And next time you will be seeing 2K TV, we will be in LA on June 1st at that finals game. Thank you, Scott OG. Thank you, Chris Manning.
Good job. Excellent job today.
Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next time.
I'm trying to bubble every summer, a new LP.
Signing bone and hit that man that's from 30 feet. Left in the puddle, fingerprints is on the honey meal. Rose and Ace Hood, we have a trip. Yeah.
I come looking for you ahead.
What you know about this?
I stay.
Double M. 100 M's.
You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Hot spot full of mad criminals who don't care. Guzzling, we all stare at the out-of-towners. They better break north before we get and take their face off. The streets is filled with undercovers, chasing brothers. The D's on the roof trying to watch us and knock us. Coppers even come through in helicopters. I drink a little, spark and hold a in front us. Wanna be ill, the spot runners, thinking it can't happen till I trap them. Won't even run about guards. I don't believe in none of that. Your facts are bad. When I dress is never nothing less than guess. Kobe walking with a bop and my hat turned back. Love committing sins and my friends sell raps. Enough respect to the projects, I'm Ghost, one love. Represent, y'all, represent, yeah. Represent, y'all, represent, Queens, represent, y'all, represent, y'all, represent. One time for your mind. This goes out to everybody in New York that's living a real life in every projects all over. To my man, Big Will, we still here. The 40 side of Vernon. My man, Big LES. Big CeeLo from the Dime, Sean Penn, the 40 Busters, my crew the Shorty Busters, the 41st side of Vernon Posse, the Goodfellas, my man Cormega, Lakey the Kid, can't forget Drawers, the Hillbillies, my man Slate, Wallet Head, Black J, Big Oogie, Crazy Barrier Spot, Big Dub, we rock the man Malachi, PhD, and my man Primo from Gangstar, 94 Real. My man, bring it back. That's just the warm-up up, man, cause I all I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind.
2K Sports pregame show.
I don't think you want to get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like.
An interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Take a look at the Warriors. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
And with that said, a very legitimate chance now to hoist the trophy again at the end of this season. They've been to the mountaintop. They know what it feels like, but it's never easy to repeat.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Now, Green, following Tristan Thompson's three-point attempt. Thompson against Thompson, the layup off target. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Raptors in Toronto.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Now James, Harrison Barnes missing on the three. And LeBron James with the three. LeBron's got his first 3 points of the game.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
They double him with Love. And the wide open shot from Green. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double teamed. Terrific pass.
And Love gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Curry against LeBron. Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Love. In the game against Toronto. Very impressive. Pass to Irving. Back to Love. And another three for Cleveland.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Thompson outside, launches it. That is good. Thompson's got 6.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Now Curry, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love, kept alive. Bogut, that's good.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now here's Love. He's got 6. LeBron kicks to Love. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. The Warriors leading. And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
Kevin, he said the one thing they were able to do very well in their first 2 meetings was keep the defense guessing. He told me, we like to show them different looks down the court each time we see them, and they can never get set up. It's a big part of the 2 wins we have against them. Let's see if they can make it 3 with the same strategy.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And getting good shots, guys, creating those quality opportunities is something Coach hopes to see here early on.
And, you know, it's really something every coach wants to see, but I know where he's coming from. I mean, they've got to be smart with their shot selection if they hope to win this game.
And, you know, guys, getting that good shot selection is going to depend on their ball and player movement. I mean, they have to be free-flowing, not stagnant.
Now LeBron. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. LeBron, no luck. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. 5th on the list, Klay Thompson.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
And here is Curry, following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. The tray, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Now here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And here's LeBron outside. That's good. James has got 6.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
LeBron James, by many surveys,
we got to be more physical on TV.
the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what?
Get into them
he
on the
deserves
perimeter.
it. This guy has really carried the team as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
And the Warriors making a change here. Speights is checked in. Golden State moving it around. And the shot is good. And 12 points for Klay Thompson.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
LeBron against Thompson. James, the pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, James, no good.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
That's good. Speights has got his first points of the game.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Love from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
And for LeBron, he said he wanted to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
Outside Irving. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. He is on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
There's the feed to Barnes, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
James, no good.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. I still can't figure that one out.
I see no birds.
No.
Some changes for Golden State. Andre. Is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Speights cannot hit. The Cavaliers trailing. Smith outside. Fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. Smith's got 5.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here is Livingston. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
There's the dish to Smith. Another three for Cleveland.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a lot.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
So it's the Cavaliers now. The Warriors making the shot. And here's Love for 3. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Cavaliers leading. James kicks to Love. Fires from deep. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
The Cavaliers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. And it's LeBron missing. Golden State's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Barbosa dishes to Livingston. And another basket for Golden State. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it seesaws back and forth, unbelievable.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
This is Ely. He's jacked in for Golden State. Rush comes in for Green. Livingston passes to Iguodala. And Brandon Rush slams it in.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
From deep, no good. It's a... And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership. Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
They've got Rush. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark, and there's Iguodala. And it's Azili in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And that one's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
There's the 3, and again it's Iman Shumpert. Shumpert's got 6 points in the quarter.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Iguodala draws the double. Shumpert with the steal. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court. Great outside shooting fueling this run.
When the D is getting bombarded, they haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Azili. And Steph Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. Now here's Curry. He had 31 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Looking at Golden State since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they put up. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
Here's Shumpert following the basket by Stephen Curry. Three-pointer, another three for Cleveland.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Thompson outside, puts it up from 17, and a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, if I was being diplomatic about it, they were a little too aggressive. I mean, in reality, they took far too many fouls, and because of that, they had to go to their bench earlier than they wanted to.
Just not happy with how this team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Now, here's Thompson, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. And Shumpert kicks to Dellavedova. And there's another one for the Cavaliers. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thompson with it, now guarded by Shumpert. The drive by Thompson, good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Jefferson dishes to Fry. There's the triple, and he gets it to go. Fry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Shumpert. The Warriors making the shot. For 3, Channing Frye again from deep. Fry's got 12.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Thompson in the corner. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Fry.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Pulls it from the elbow. That's short off the rim. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-7 run. And here's Fry for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Dellavedova kicks to Fry, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 21. Dishes it to Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Then for the Cavaliers, Love checked in for Fry. James comes in for Jefferson. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Barnes can't get it to go. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Warriors have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Here's Spates. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
And James gets it to go.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Out to the right wing. Nobody near Barnes. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Such a wide open look. 16 points for Draymond Green.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And here's LeBron outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of the game. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And here's Love for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Kevin Love. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Livingston kicks to Spates. Iguodala's drive. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
No good from LeBron. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Azili comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Rush in for Draymond Green. Well, wide open look for Love. Hits it from 3-point range. Love's got 6 in the quarter.
Once again, the defense letting him get open at the 3-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Shot's good by Iguodala.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
LeBron outside for 3. And again, LeBron missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
They recover it. Count that one. Rush has got his third bucket of the night.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
He's having one of the best shooting days that I can remember from outside. He's on pace for some kind of record.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Again, Iguodala missing.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They double him with Irving. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. From past the arc, LeBron James again from deep. James has got 28 points for the game.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up. And it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA replay center.
And through one half, it has.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 31 points, 4 rebounds, and a crazy number of assists. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They're getting completely outworked on the glass. Giving up that many rebounds is how you dig yourself into a hole like this, Ernie. They want to close the gap on the scoreboard. They got to close the gap on the boards. You like that, Ernie? They want to close the gap on the scoreboard. They got to close the gap on the boards. Oh, so good.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Pulling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Irving. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging 23 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Impossible to guard right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
And let's check out stats for James. He's been dominant over the last month. 4th in assists, 5th in steals, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
You talked about it. I mean, he's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not let them down.
Irving. And Thompson sends it back. But they'll get another chance. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Tipped away. They double-team Curry. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Kevin Love. That's his 3rd personal. 15 seconds.
Left side Curry, and stolen by Love. Outside Irving. From deep. Another miss by Irving.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
They double him with Shumpert. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. Cleveland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. To the middle. Barnes against James. Back to Shumpert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shot clock at 5. And LeBron James good for 3.
For 3.
James has got 34.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
3 points.
James has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Cavs. Curry passes to Bogut. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses the wing J. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
They double-team Curry. It's Bogut to the drive.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to LeBron. For 3, Love. Good, and the assist goes to James.
For 3.
That's now 32 points for Kevin Love.
You simply have to be able to box out better than that.
Yeah, second chance points clearly the difference in this game. The effort has not been equal to this point. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Curry dishes to Green. Here's Barnes. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stretch for the Cavaliers.
I'll tell you what, they've hit the boards hard in this one. It's led to an abundance of second chance points. I mean, they've gotten a lot of second chance points.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Spades checked in for Andrew Bogut.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And Thompson kicks to Spates. Pass to Curry. Spates sets a screen. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. And stolen by Barnes. And there's Green on the assist by Barnes. And that's now 20 points for Draymond Green. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And let's get a check on some of the leaders from around the league with this list of the top assist men at small forward since we've emerged from the All-Star break. LeBron James, number 1.
Well, you hear the term point forward thrown around about some players, maybe a little too loosely. But when it comes to him, I truly believe it applies.
Absolutely. I mean, they want him touching the ball every time down, making sure the offense flows through him. He's going to make decisions that are good for his team out there, and those assist numbers prove that.
The fadeaway. The Warriors pull it in. Spates has got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Thompson. The 11-footer. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Love.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Ian Clark's checked in for Golden State. Drains it from 17 feet out. Clark's got his 2nd basket.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's LeBron, and he can't stop the run as he misses. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and Marcus' mom was a Division I volleyball player.
And you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark. And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. The drive by Thompson, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Rick, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
From deep three-point range, the kick out to Irving. He dishes it to James. From deep three-point range, yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game. They double him with Shumpert. Thompson in the corner. Unloads. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Thompson's got 13 points in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
On the wing, Thompson. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mozgov's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. LeBron, no good.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
There's the 3, and he gets it to go. James has got 50 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
They double him with Shumpert. Iguodala with it. He's picked up by James. Clock at 4. That's good. 30 points for Klay Thompson.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
LeBron against Iguodala. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's LeBron with the 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 21. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Clark, the pass to Green. Spates lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Spates has got 4 points this quarter.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside. Wow. What can you say?
Inside, Iguodala dishes to Spates. That misses off the backboard. The Cavaliers leading by 22. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Mozgov.
We've watched Iguodala play great basketball. He has 11 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Ezeli's checked in for Spates. Rush comes in for Draymond Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Ian Clark. They double him with LeBron. Ezeli kicks to Rush. And it's good. Rush has got 9.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
That's good. LeBron James. 59 points for LeBron.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
To the inside. Rush gets the bucket.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And they double up James. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Mozgov comes to help. On its way from Barbosa for 2. Again, Golden State.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
From deep, LeBron, another three for Cleveland.
He's found a rhythm here in the third quarter, Kevin, and his confidence is palpable. You can feel it. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be falling.
Barbosa kicks to Livingston. Back to Barbosa. To the middle. Livingston passes to Bogut. And the rejection by James. Up in time. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cavaliers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we're rolling here again. Fourth quarter might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Cleveland leading by 23. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston. Then it's Bogut. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Azili in at the 4 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Mozgov with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. It's Curry outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Love outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's now 35 points for Kevin Love.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
I love the low post attack on that one.
The 3, and he gets it to go. Love's got 38 points.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. And Love has it in the corner. That's good. Love's got 8 points in the quarter.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, this just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
From deep, LeBron. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the rejection by Love. James outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Curry's shot is good.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Love, no good.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
James against Curry. The tray, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy 3-pointer.
The pass to Barnes. Knocked loose. Mozgov with the steal. From deep. The shot by LeBron, no good. Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. That is good. 33 points for Klay Thompson.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
The shot's good from LeBron.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Curry kicks to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 27 points for Draymond Green.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Count the bucket.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
And down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Tough three there. The defender was draped all over him, but he still found a way to knock it down.
Curry dishes to Bogut, and a strong finish with two hands.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Irving passes to Shumpert. He feeds it to LeBron. He's feeling it. No luck. And Golden State will go the other way with him. Curry kicks to Barnes. Curry with him. Guarded now by Irving. It's Curry with the drive. Here's Bogut. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. From deep, James, another three for Cleveland.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been deadly.
Curry dishes to Bogut, makes it off the glass. Bogut's got 11 in the second half.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
James with the bucket.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And he gets it to go.
For three.
Golden State's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Iguodala wide open, but they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And here's Green outside.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. And that one's good by LeBron. Here's Clark. Feeds it to Bogut. Here's Barbosa. And yes, sir, that one drops.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
From deep three-point range, the Warriors shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Rush. He has 11 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Mazili's checked in for Andrew Bogut.
And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going in the last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
And that one's good.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Rush the pass to Clark. He kicks to Azili. They double him with Irving. Pass to Clark. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Azili's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
And that one's good.
For three.
Here's Clark. And Irving comes to help. Barbosa with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Inside. Osgood with the steal. LeBron with it. Lets it go with the three. And another three for Cleveland.
LeBron James.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
Here's Azili. And that's collected by Love. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Out of bounds.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. From deep, James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
To the right side. Rush. Offensive rebound. And Spates gets it to go.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
Finally, some bragging rights in this season series. Tonight's win is going to finish them off at 1 victory against 2 losses for the year against the Warriors.
And what a huge standout performance it was for LeBron James. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Shots good.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Wing shot on the way. Good.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. You know, this whole season, you know, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game, and, you know, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the final game.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. then it was bombs away.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Boy, I spit it how I live it. Cold planning funerals, you might fit the